As you sit there, breathing the way you breathe, you can remember now, or maybe later, that every single stress in your life was never just a weight, but a sculptor's hand, shaping, moulding, hammering you like hot steel in the forge of becoming. Because here's the funny thing. When you hide from stress, when you run, when you numb out, you think you're avoiding pain. What you're actually doing is shrinking the very organ that makes you human. Your brain literally prunes itself back, like a tree refusing to grow branches because the wind might blow. And you know what happens to trees that refuse to reach? They rot from the inside. And maybe your unconscious can imagine right now what your life looks like 10 years down the line if you keep dodging. The missed opportunities, the slow erosion of courage, the way you'd get stuck telling the same old stories about good old days because you never created new ones. And you wouldn't call it death, but you'd feel it, a slow, quiet decay. That's one future. And then there's the other. The one where every stress, every fear, every chaotic unknown becomes a kind of gym for your nervous system. Just picture that, each challenge you face rewiring your brain to handle more, bend more, create more. Like bamboo in the storm. You don't snap, you flex. And when the sun comes out, you're stronger, more alive, more rooted than before. And maybe you've already noticed. You do this already. You fell when you learned to walk. You crashed when you learned to ride. You burned when you touched the stove. And each moment, stress plus recovery equaled growth. That's not a belief, it's biology. It's not philosophy, it's evolution. And as your unconscious takes that in, it can begin to wonder what it would be like if every time stress showed up, instead of fear, you felt a slight grin. A knowing sense that this is the exact doorway to which my next self is waiting. And as you wonder, your unconscious can rehearse right now all the new ways you could welcome stress. The way you could step into difficult conversations instead of avoiding them. The way you could take the risks that you've been holding back from. The way you could act instead of waiting for permission. And maybe you don't have to know how you'll do it consciously because your nervous system already knows how to grow. It's been doing it since the day you were born. And isn't it interesting how the very thing you feared, stress, chaos, uncertainty, it's the same thing that kept every ancestor alive long enough to create you. Fear marks the path. The doorway you've been walking past again and again, hoping it would disappear. But the truth is, the doorway never goes away. You either walk through it, or you spend your life staring at the frame. And the unconscious mind can choose right now to install a new rule. Stress equals growth. Fear equals direction. Chaos equals opportunity. Because the opposite isn't safety, it's death by stagnation. And so every time you feel stress from now on, your unconscious will whisper, "This is me growing." Every time you recover, it will lock in new strength. Every time fear rises, it'll point you toward the very place you need to go. You don't even need to try, do you? Because evolution doesn't ask permission. It just unfolds naturally, easily, inevitably. And when you look back 5 years from now, you'll realize the old you, the one afraid of stress, of fear, of chaos, was just a larva. And the you that emerged is the butterfly, wings strong, nervous system rewired, brain alive, ready for the storms, because the storms are what shaped you. And as you take a breath now, you can let your unconscious lock this in as identity. I'm forged by fire. I bend, I recover, I grow. Stress is my sculptor. Fear is my compass. Chaos my teacher. I evolve, whether I like it or not. And I choose to like it.